come and get it.
Hey guys, Post Vapes UK back again. And today what we're going to be taking a look at is the RX200 wrap by the company WUD. These are actually a real wood wrap, not like your vinyl wraps that you get. What I've heard, really nice to hold when they're on. I've actually had this since Vape Jam. They gave it to me for the purpose of this review. So yeah, usually $25 around that area. We'll take a look at it. I have peeled off the wood vinyl wrap that I had on my RX. There's no batteries in the moment. That's why I'm not vaping on it. At the moment I'm going to leave the top and bottom wrap on, because I do believe you don't get a top and bottom. And because obviously I've got the wood wrap, I thought I'd leave the wood top and bottom on and see what it looks like. If I don't like it, I'll peel the top and bottom off. But let's jump down. Sorry guys. Let's jump down to the close-up. We'll have a look at the wrap and we'll put it on. So guys, this is the packaging that your wraps will come in, and if I can show you, it will have there the make of your device. They do Segelis, can't think of M class. I know they do the iStick 100 watt, and plenty of other devices. They do also do the DNA 200 Relo. So let's have a look what you'll get inside. I say I've not even opened this, it's still sealed, so I'm hoping it's not damaged or anything. If I can actually get into it. Loads of pieces of paper. You've got their Instagram also on there. Little message and description about WUD and what they do. There you have your door panel. You also have instructions how to do it, like we know with any wrap. Clean with the alcohol wipe, which we have here. Remove all doors and clean thoroughly with any liquid. Before applying will ruin the adhesive. Position part A, which is this, the smaller piece. We have there the front of the RX, over the LED screen. Align part B, which is the USB slot. Center skin part C, which is the part that goes over your fire button, against part A as a guide, and then apply part D over the remaining exposed mod, which is a little piece in there that we'll look at in a minute, and then part E is your battery door cover. not aligned how you want before firmly pressing on panels, peel and reapply. And they also do have video instructions on their website, which will be in the description, guys. So let's move all the panels out the way. What I'm going to do is grab the RX, which hopefully get it in a bit of a better. We'll grab our alcohol wipe. Like I say, this did not come with a top and bottom panel, and I didn't think it did. That's why I left the top and bottom on. So we're going to give it a nice wipe over, especially want to make sure we get rid of any of that sticky part that was on there from the last wrap. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm probably going to do this twice. So I'll give it a quick wipe over, and then I will jump back in when it's all when I've done it twice. I'll come back when it's dry, and we can get with sticking on the wrap. Right guys, so we are back. Gave it a nice little wipe over, let it sit and dry. Just getting my pieces out. And as you can see, they've got these little covers on the back that you just need to peel off. Which is quite hard if you haven't got nails. So all you're going to do is try and line this up. See, this isn't going to be very easy on camera. Just make sure your buttons are still working as well, guys, when you're doing this, because the last thing you want to do is get it on and then just give that a nice, that looks pretty lined up for me. I'm not one of these guys that are over fussed on it being perfectly all on the lines and all that. As long as it covers where it's supposed to cover and the buttons are working, which they are, I'm pretty happy with that. There we go. And then we'll grab the USB part. So guys, the next part we're going to stick on is the USB part, which I have already took the sticky bit off. This is going to be a bit more difficult to do on camera because it is such a small fiddly piece, so I may have to go off camera and do this. I think we're pretty good there. What I will do is just test and make sure I can still get my USB port in, and just finish pressing that piece down. There we go. Looking really nice so far. So the next piece we're going to be sticking on is the front that goes over the fire button. I can see this piece maybe being a bit of a pain trying to do it on camera, but let's hope not. So this piece, I can see I've took the sticky part off already for you guys. Sort of bend it round, see if it fits where you think it should, which, check your button again, and I think we're pretty spot on. I'm going to take this door off just for a minute, just so I can see what's going on here, just by looking at that. It seems to be overhanging, but it's not overhanging on the other side, so I'm not sure what I can really do. With that, I think that is gonna be the best that it gets. It does overhang. Maybe it was because that piece isn't as close to the side panel as maybe it should be. You can see that gap, slight little gap there, guys, which don't think I'm going to be able to get it to move over by much. It's a little bit better. Yeah, I've got the little WUD logo there as well, really nice. Like they said, they did give you just had to do some adjusting there, guys. Got that line nice and smoothed out now, and on the other side as well. I do believe also, guys, they actually give you like a warranty with their wraps, so if you really mess it up or the wood wrap breaks when you're applying it. You can actually contact them, and I think they would just require some like picture information as proof, and they'll actually send you out a free replacement wrap. Now you have that bit on the top which is for this piece, which I'm not sure if it's long enough to actually go all the way across, or if you're supposed to just centre it. I'm just gonna look sort of where I like it, which is that, and then just push that piece on. Finishes that off really nice. So we'll be back and we'll do the battery door. So guys, we're going to put the last piece on, which is the battery door. I've seen some people been putting this on with the door off the mod, and my friend that has the RX200 wrap said to do it with the door on, because then you can try and really line up these lines without having a gap. Try and get these lines lined up so they're not too far off, because then you can push it into the wood itself. You can push it up against it and really get a nice smooth line. So that's all I'm doing. I'm just lining it up with the other piece of wood from the mod, instead of just trying to eyeball it with the door off. And then obviously all I'm doing, going along, making sure I'm pushing down, making sure all across the area is tight for this, because this needs to be, you should be able to line this up first go. You don't obviously have to do it the way that I'm doing it. And then all I'm going to do is, when I get this back piece sealed, so there, nice and tight, I'm not just going to fold this over. I'm actually going to come across the other side and sort of try and slot it in so I can see I really want to slot that in. Looks like there is going to be a bit of a gap. But that looks pretty spot on for me. I'm really happy with that. Like, there's not too much of a big gap there in between. And like I say, I've left my vinyl sleeve on the bottom and top just to give it that finished look. I'm not sure why wood don't give you, maybe it's because of the thickness, and obviously with your atomizers there'll be a bit of a gap. They'll sit up a bit, but so yeah, I'm going to chuck some batteries in this and we'll pop back up top and have a vape on it and have a chat. So there we go guys, back up top with the wood wrap on the RX200. Really liking it. Like I say, I left my sleeve, my vinyl wrap on the top and bottom just to give it that finished look, which I really like. First impressions on the wood wrap. I think it's going to take a bit of getting used to. Obviously the thickness of them wood wraps obviously you gain a little bit more of a chunkier feel to your RX with your skinnier mods and things like that. I don't think you're going to really notice the thickness of the sleeve, but definitely on the RX it just makes it that more fatter, so it might take a little bit of time to get used to running the Griffin on the top. Like I say, all the buttons still work absolutely fine. No issues with the buttons getting stuck on the wrap. So yeah guys, if you want to go and check them out, I will link the website in the description. Also you can find their video instructions if you want help with putting yours on. You can go to the website and check all that out. And they also do have Instagram, and I believe they have Facebook, so you can check all that out on the website too. But other than that guys, that is the RX200 wrap from WUD. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like, share and subscribe, and remember guys, stay safe and keep on vaping.